Hey y'all, today I have made y'all Valentine's 5 ways and 5 ways. And I'm super excited to teach y'all how I did all of these cute, adorable Valentines. Which way is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, and spoiler alert, the simplest one to me actually was my favorite. But y'all have to watch to see which one of these adorable, creative Valentines you think is the easiest to make. Alright, let's go. So y'all, hey y'all, on a previous video I showed you, the point of the video was to show y'all that you could make this design or something similar to it in any machine you have, take inspiration from things and then use what you got to make something. But today I'm going to show you how I designed this one in Xtools, because I'm going to do it in the M1, but the premise will be the same regardless of what you have. But I'm actually going to show you how I designed it in the software relatively quickly, and then I will assemble it for you. Okay, let's head over to Xtool. So this is circles, circles, circles. All right, grab a circle, go down to your little drop bar right there, grab a circle. This circle is going to be, if you got the same, go by whatever domes y'all got for your sizes. But if you got the same ones I did, I'll link them below. I got them on Amazon. I'm going to show you what sizes I used. All right, we're going to make a circle. Okay, and this is going to be 3.75. Okay, by 3.75. All right, here, make sure. If ever it's not letting you adjust, hit this and it'll unlock your aspect ratio, and that way you can make these height, width, whatever you want. Okay, all right, so here's our base circle. Okay, that's circle number 1. Then circle number 2, just make your circle. This one is going to be 1.1. And if you've ever, the reason this is doing this is because I made it not a circle. When I stretched it out, it was oblong. So, but you want them to be 1.1 by 1.1. Okay. Go ahead and lock that. And then you want to make 2 of these. So copy and paste, because we want 2 of the same size. I'm going to move these down so they're not in our view here. Okay. Now these are our little ears. See this little square in the middle? You can kind of just, in which there's no perfect science to this, just put them where you think yours should be. Okay? So once you have those there, I want you to alternate click on your mouse, drag across all of it is one way you can do it. Just grab all of that, and then we're going to go down here to unite. See how easy we now already have a bear head. Alright, so now we're going to make the centerpiece. Okay? And on this centerpiece, we're going to make another circle. Okay? And this circle is 2.5. I didn't hit my lock ratio. That was my fault. Unlock ratio, sorry. Alright. Right. So here is our little pull-out piece. Okay, is we're going to make a little pull tab, which it again is another circle. And you could have done, I think I made it the same size as the little ears, so you could actually copy that 3 times and already had it right there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I forgot one step. I'm going to copy this and paste because we want 2 of these. Okay. And then, okay, you kind of see your tab here. It's just whatever size you want your tab. Just something that their little fingers can stick in and pull out. Okay. And then, alright, so, and then this, we just lined it straight up over the last one, okay? Then we're going to do the same thing, go across, and do it like this. Alright, so did you see what I did there? I made a compound vector. Did you see that? Okay. Here, I went a little fast. Let me go over it again. So when I did that, I made a compound vector. Now it says release. We wanted to make it for the first time. So now it's going to cut this out because we want this to be actually here. Let me switch to overhead so you can see what I mean. Okay. Where did my screen go? Okay. This is what I'm trying to make right here. Right here. So do you see this little, so their little fingers can get in there and open it up. That's what we're making right now. Okay. Let's go back to the screen. All right. Okay. So now we have that. But we need little tabs so it will tear away easy. So right now the way this is made is this whole entire thing will cut out. So it'll just be a big circle, big empty circle. So it needs little tabs so it actually stays attached, okay? We're gonna double click on here. And you see I've made all of these little I've made it where each of these is like segments, but we're going to make our own segments. We're going to put 4 in here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and I want them right next to each other, okay? Our little segments. 1, 2, 1, 2. All I'm doing to make those is clicking, okay? Clicky. See how it wants to make it? And when you find out where you want on the line, just click. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see, okay? And look, all we do is make this once, and then you're just going to copy it. So this is the hardest part right here. Okay. All right. So now you see how we have these little segments? We're going to click scissors. Do you see the scissors? I'm going to click those. And we're going to cut our lines. Hold on, I get my glasses on. Okay. And then, all right. So when the line is highlighted, you can do something with it. Do you see that highlight? It's really hard to see on here, but it highlights and I can cut it. Okay. When it highlights, and don't be afraid. Okay, so if you hold the space bar down, you can move your screen. All right, and then release and your scissors come back. There it is. Okay. And then we're going to, and you see how these are just tiny little set tabs. Those little tabs are going to be holding this piece on. Okay, zooming back out. All right, now we're just going to click done. Okay. Then I'm going to grab this all together and put it in our little bear head. Okay? And there you go. That's it. My settings I used over here, make sure you have this all set to fine cut. Okay? And the settings we used, I did a cut pressure of 400 and a speed of 100 on one pass. Okay? We all know that everybody's machine's different. Your blade is maybe super dull, or mine might be a little bit more dull because I do a lot in there. So, you can do a little test cut first. But that right there is, I'm not going to make them because I've already made a ton, and I showed them in a last video. But, that right there is how we did. That is how I designed it. Okay? So, y'all could do that. I mean, let's pop on back over. Okay, so do you see it? So here, and then it's just holding on by those little bitty sections, but it'll make it easy for the kids to reach in and pop those open. Okay? And then, sorry, I got my numbers here for y'all. Let me show y'all how I put this together. Okay? And let me tell y'all, if the making of those tabs is too intimidating for y'all, you can skip that whole part, because I tried this many ways to see what I liked best for the kitties, you know, but you can skip that last part I did and make it a complete cutout and just like do one big section, okay, like that, okay, and then do like a little sticker right here to keep her shut. You can do that, okay? And let me show y'all how to put it together. Didn't realize I hadn't taken it out of the M1 Ultra, but yeah, see? Y'all see how that, and their little fingers can just go in there and pull it apart, okay? So you're gonna grab that, and we got our little circle. We got our glue. I tested out several different glues, and I was happiest with this quick hold. Y'all figure out what glue works best for y'all, because your paper, it'll be different for your paper too. Because this glitter cardstock, actually, if you use regular cardstock, something else probably might hold easier, but this is what I used. I've got it actually in this precision tube. I got these off of Amazon too. I think got them off of Amazon haul. They were like 8 for like $2 or something, $3. Okay. Alright, so grab that. We're gonna grab our treats. I got these all at the dollar store. I got some little gummies, a little toy, and a chocolate. Okay? All you gotta do is pop them in the thing. Actually this gummy bag is the hardest one, just because it keeps wanting to pop out. Sorry, I have a glue gun below me, and I realize that's like right next to my leg. Okay, for my next project. Anyway, so then we just put our treats in there. However y'all want to do them. Like I said, you want that lip of this bag to stay out of your way. So do it like that. And then put your glue on. I've actually had this resting upside down in something, so it make it easier for me. And then we're just gonna go along the rim. You ain't gotta be crazy. The kids are, so let's just be honest, kids are gonna tear this apart. So go around. You could do dots if you wanted. Just gonna go around that little lip though. And then let me show y'all on the other Let me show y'all. I actually put this above me and place it that way so I don't spill my candy. Okay. And then I will flip it right back over like this. And yeah, I placed that pretty good. And actually, y'all, what I did, grab something heavy. This is just my little tool thing. And I set it on there, let it hold for a minute just so I didn't have to hold it down. And this is what you end up with. I mean, it's really something easy and cute you do for the kiddos. You want to get even more detailed, you put little something on there. Like I just grabbed some buttons that were in front of me real quick, stuck those on. You could actually cut out a little bear nose. You could do what do you think? Oh, I got some little fuzzies here too. You could do whatever you want, and it didn't have to be a bear. Like you could design whatever you want. It's just the bear using the circles is like so easy, and I knew I could show y'all that really really quickly, and it could be something that and I think it's a good practice for learning how to kind of create your own designs in the Xtool Studio. But you can make this in the same thing in the Cricut. It's going to be like kind of the same process, and as well as in Artspire or the Canvas Studio. Okay, but that's what we got for that one. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna go on to the next project. Okay, for this Valentine's Day project, y'all, this is mostly, if not, I mean, mostly Dollar Tree. I think everything that I'm gonna do here, this is a simple grab your stuff from Dollar Tree and put it together. It's not really, that creative, except the fact that you're just gonna take what you got and make something cute for somebody. Okay, let's go to my hands. This is what we're going to be using. We're going to use our nice little snack cups we got. And then everything else is like accessories, okay? We're going to grab these. You guys can get these from the Dollar Tree. You can do this other ways if you don't want to grab this, but I usually have some of this on hand anyway. It's great for doing all kinds of craft projects. And I grabbed several ways of, and then I also grabbed several ways of sticking your projects in. You have regular sandwich toothpicks, like the wood cocktail toothpicks, because they're longer. Okay, you want some stuff of different heights. We might use these little plastic forks. I thought might be helpful. And I also, if I grabbed the bamboo skewers in case we needed height. This is another good thing to have in your craft room. Just gonna say. All right. Let me put this stuff aside, and we're gonna grab one of these out. And like I said, this comes 40. So this one, to me, besides like the kiddos, if you want to make this for like your kids' class, that would be great. But even like work, I mean, you'll see what I mean. Even like on my work, because I think this is actually what I'm going to be doing with these is making these for the nurses and CNAs at work, techs at work. Okay, you want a piece of the what is this called? Fluorofoam? Yeah, fluorofoam in the bottom of your project. So y'all know what it sounds like when you cut fluorofoam. So if it's gonna drive you crazy, I would mute me for until you see I'm done then. I'm gonna use my handy dandy razor knife. And then I just throw it down in there. You know, you can get really precise and measure and make your little circle or whatever. Like I said, if it's something they're just going to throw away, I don't get precise. And so it doesn't move around, you can actually throw a little bit of glue, hot glue down in there. I'm telling you, this part really doesn't matter. This is just what we're sticking our stuff in. Okay? So then we're just going to start putting our stuff in. I'm going to take like some of these cocktail sticks because I just like the height of them. I'll just go ahead and grab the red ones because, you know, Valentine. The one's already broke. Okay. And then you're just going to start kind of decorating. Okay? I'm also going to grab one of these. That's part of my little decor, you know. But these, what we're going to do, you want it, if your glue gun has temperature settings, I would suggest maybe, you know, putting it on the lower temperature on the cooler side. But, because we are working with chocolate, but we are just going to stick her to the back there. Okay. And then we're going to do us another dog. Okay. And like, so whatever chocolates you want to buy, or, you know, anything you want to buy. And basically that's all we're doing. We are making us a cute little kind of little bouquet thing. Okay. And or you know, you also want to make it you can make it cute without using candy. So that's what I was going to show y'all. So you can use what you've got at home as far as this goes. Like you can use little pom-poms, right? And you can either just poke these in and make them, or you can also hot glue them as well. But that could be part of your little decor, right? Okay, I'm just going to fill this up with the same manner that I have been, and y'all see. I'm gonna fast forward through this, and y'all can see what we've made. Okay, y'all, let's take a look. You see how cute that is? And relatively simple. It's just kind of, I mean, you might think it's a little gimmicky or whatever, but I just think it's adorable. And if you were needing an idea for a cute way to, you know, give a friend something, I think that this little candy bouquet is adorable. And I just wanted to say, the reason I'm using hot glue on this is because the hot glue I get, of course, is non-toxic, But also, we all know how easily hot glue just comes off. If you use any kind of other glue, it might seep into your candy. We don't want that, you know. So use that. You can also put some filler something in here if you want to, so you don't see, you know, down in there. Um, Maybe some like the little grass things. Right now it's Easter, so they've got that stuff there. You could grab that and actually stuff that in there as well as a little filler. But there is how I put that together, and I think it's super cute. All right, y'all. So there is our little candy bouquet. There's our little candy bouquet from everything we got at the Dollar Tree. And simple, and you still got plenty of time to run down there and just get everything you need for this little project because it all came from the Dollar Tree. Y'all, I told y'all I went to use these on a project before and it actually didn't work out, but I still want to use them. These are the cute little things I bought from Dollar Tree. They came 8 to a container, and you can get clay, like clay. This one's the sand, slime, anything like that. But they're little heart shapes, and we're gonna use them to make a Valentine Day card. Okay, and we're gonna do this one in the Brother ScanNCut, and there is a very good reason why that's what we're using for this particular project today. So the first thing we want to do is get a regular sheet of paper. You can just use a white piece of paper. This was, as funny as it is, this is the piece of paper I had closest to me. And we need a Sharpie or pencil or whatever you have handy. Okay. And we are going to trace this. Not this to the top thickest part. We're going to trace the bottom thinnest part. Okay. Okay. So once we've got that traced, we are going to go over to our Brother ScanNCut. Once over at the Brother ScanNCut, we're going to put our newly traced part into the machine. Okay, once over the machine, we're going to place our newly drawn heart on the machine. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go scan, and then we're gonna go to scan to cut data. My lever's up from doing embossing. So put my lever down. We're gonna hit start. All right, so that's gonna scan our sheet. Then we're just gonna pull this in to make sure it only sees, or it's only looking at what we want it to, and then hit OK. We just want this. All right, it should be in our machine. Okay, now we're gonna go home. I'm gonna click OK because I've already saved it. I'm gonna retrieve this data from our machine, and it should be the last thing on there. And there she is. Okay, there is our heart. Okay, and we're gonna leave that for now. Sorry, the camera was looking over there somewhere. Okay, so basically we've got what we want cut out, and then you can kind of make your card whenever you want. You can print something, you can do kind of whatever it is you want. I designed a card in Canva. All right, let's pop over to Canva. All right, so here is my little card that I designed in Canva. Both of these items, this item and this whole cutesy dinosaur here were both elements I found in Canva. You see they're here, they are. So I think this one I put, when I found this one, I literally did a search for, look, I love the memory thing. So come back. All right, so see, I searched holding heart balloons, okay? And I came up with many things, and this is the design I decided on. And then I did Happy Valentine's Day, and this is the design I decided on. And I think I'm doing this on, I'm not sure what size page I'm doing this on. Let's see. So we're going to, I've made several things here, but this is the one we're going to work with right now. I'm going to download this to my computer. Y'all can leave this on 1 if you don't have the paid version. Okay? I only want to download my current page. Okay? And I'm going to download this and I'm going to print this. This is what I mean, is like so versatile. Y'all could make this whatever you wanted to. My daughter told me that this had to be for boys only. And then we're going to print this. I'm going to print this on, you can print this on cardstock. Let's do that, because I bet a lot of y'all don't have like the thick photo paper. So let me do a cardstock one first, so it's kind of a good comparison. I've just got this nice like shimmer cardstock that I use a lot. It's not a super heavyweight cardstock. It's just like a standard 80, I think. But yeah. So we're going to go over to the printer and I'm going to print this, okay? I'm going to print this out. Let's go back to my screen here. Did I go back to the screen? I didn't. I'm still in my hand. Now that that's saved, and I'm going to open it up and we're going to print this, okay? I'm going to go to my Canon TC20. If it was actually on, you think I'd be better prepared, but I've done like several projects in a row. All right, it's gonna take that a minute. I don't know that I've used that since the power outage, so it might take it a second to pop up. Oh, there it is. All right, this is not. This is a portrait. There we go. I needed to shrink to fit. Okay. And you guys could set this up better. You could do it like, I'm just going to cut it. You'll see. I'm just going to cut it out. So let's give a quick print on that. Say a quick print. The Canon TC 20 is a large format printer, and it doesn't print anything quickly. It doesn't matter what size. And y'all will see just in a minute why why I do this project on the Brother ScanNCut rather than anything else. It has to do with that trace and ScanNCut feature that I just used, because I took a real life object and traced it. Yes, I suppose I could do measuring and stuff like that to do it in something else, but that seems so difficult. So you'll see what I mean. Okay. She printed. He printed. He printed. He's cute. To pop back over to the brother, and you'll see. All right, let's place our paper down, and I'm using a low-tech mat, so I'm actually gonna add some tape to this because this was the only new mat I had, and soot from our recent power outage got all over my other mats. So this was the only new one I had. So this is what we're using. Okay, I'm gonna take this down real. All right. Okay. So we're gonna scan our mat. So all I did, sorry about that. All I did was right there was click this scan mat button. Okay. All right. So now you see. Let me get this low. So now you see that we have our dinosaur in here as well. Okay. All we wanted was to be able to see where he is. So we can drag our little heart that we've made wherever we want on the screen. I'm in an awkward position. I'm going to move a little close. Okay. So, you see, we could put this heart wherever we wanted. If I had made this card a little bigger, we could actually put the heart in the heart, which I might try that on the next go round. But I am going to, for the sake of showing y'all what I'm doing, I'm just going to put this heart right here. This is the one I want, sorry. So you can get more ticky with where you move it to. Okay? This one. Little arrow keys. I wanted to do it. Okay. So I've got that little heart nestle right there and there. I'm also going to cut the card out as well. So I'm going to add a pattern shade. I did not. There. Okay. Want it a little bigger than the thing, of course. Edit. We're going to flip her 90 degrees. Look like a card. Okay. I'm actually going to move this a tad. Alright, y'all feeling what I'm throwing out? Alright, I actually, let me get a little smaller. And my height is what? I was checking something, sorry. If you want to make, this is kind of this is like the ratio, the unlock lock ratio button, like you'll have on your other machines. So I wanted to change the height, not the width. You see what I'm saying? Alright, so now we are going to cut this out. And it's just going to cut the heart and our triangle. Okay? I've got my auto blade on there. Make sure half cuts off. Okay, so y'all understand. The reason this works for the ScanNCut is I would have had to do it's already cut out. Hold on. Let's go to my hand so you can see how cute this is. Do you see how cute this is? So like I said, if I wanted to make this card, change the ratio to make the card, I could even have put him like holding the heart, but I thought that'd be like too complicated. And then because I traced this, it fits right in there, y'all. And then I was thinking, it fits right in there. And even if you wanted to make it a little bit more secure, you could take a little, piece of tape, just some Scotch tape on the bottom. But this could be whatever design y'all want. See? It's not going anywhere. And it's adorable. I mean, and it's to me it's great, like, 'cause you're not giving candy, but you're giving something, artsy creative for the kids to play with. And you could, like I said, this is just a design I put together very quick in Canva. I grabbed two separate items, stuck them on there, and made my card. You could do two in your front, like two, and then so you could have like the classmates. I've got this list over here they've already given me. And then down here I could just do from, and but that is what I've made here, and you guys can kind of feel what I'm doing. And I could not have done it. Maybe I could have. Like, I could have scanned it in on my Xtool or something like that, and then, like, precisely do the heart. Okay, I'll put it this way. I could not have done it anywhere easier than the Brother ScanNCut. So, do y'all love this? Like, let me know. Do you love this? Because I think it's super cute. And, I mean, it really could make it's whatever you've bought. Like, so I could, like, pump a lot of these out really quick as a little gift to give, and I think it's super cute. But y'all let me know what you think on this one. That is, I think, like the fourth. I was going to show y'all another quick design we could make. for Valentine's. What was I going to make? I don't even remember. I have to look at my phone. Hold on. Oh, like the viral chip bag thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You could pull up any, this one I'm going to do in Brother as well. This is, I'm going to use these cute little pencils. So if it's another thing, if you don't want to give out candy, Dollar Tree had these cute little pencils that you could make a card for the kiddos really, really quickly with this as well. Let's design something really quick. How about that? And I need, let me go to my hands. All right, so a pencil. Have y'all ever measured a pencil before? A pencil looks like it's like 7 1/4. This is so you just know how long you need for your design. All right, let's pop over into Canva. I'm just gonna add a page here really quick because. And let's do. I already had the stuff pulled up. Let's see. Let's go to elements. Go to elements and just do, I don't know. Because we got this little pencil theme. I might not even find anything I want here, but let's see what it does. What we see. We'll see. See what we can see. I just saw. I clicked off. Isn't that cute? I mean, come on. Alright. So, we're going to take this. And I need a shape. Let's get a, well, how 7 1/2 is what I said, right? So I'm going to take a box. I need an element. What's that? I just need a rectangle. Because I'm literally using it for reference. I want something that I know what size it's going to be. Hold on, I'm frozen. Frozen! Okay. And let's see, what size is this? I need, so we know that the pencil's a 7 1/4, so we want this to be, what do we want this to be? At least 9 inches. Oh, you know what? The board I was working on wasn't 9 inches. I was working on, we're going to go to resize, custom size, 8.5 by 11, copy and resize. Alright. If y'all have ever done that, if you've ever been in a situation where you realize you're working in the wrong size, just do that. Alright, now let's see what size we got this joker. 17 inches. We want it to be 8. Enter. Alright. Or we could do, let's just, yeah, do 9.5. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Y'all hush up. I'm joking. Alright. I'm going to pull this one to the front. Hold on. Layer, bring forward, and this is just so I can get a size reference. And I think that is cute. And if y'all want your little to and from, let's do a text box. To, hold on. Me crazy. Let me make sure I am recording. Yeah, I am. To, glasses are good, Carmita. To enter from colon enter. Okay. And then whatever font we want. They're kiddos, so let's make it something they can actually read. That's good enough. And like right there. Okay. Alright. And I actually don't want this box here. And I will show y'all why in a minute. Copy, paste, paste. I said copy paste. Here, let's group this so it doesn't get confused. Yep. Copy and paste. There we go. And paste. there we go. We're just gonna do 3. Okay. Now we're gonna print this. So we get to share, download, do current page, download, still on my desktop. Everything's being really slow. I don't know why. And then do pencil val. All right, save. All right, I'm gonna send this over to the printer. Print. And this always pops up on horizontal mode. It drives me crazy. I don't know why. And I'm also gonna make this one in the Brother just because it's easier. I'm a Brother girl, y'all. I'm trying. I'm trying with y'all's Cricut. I'm trying. Oh, let me. It actually needs paper in there. Hold on. I'm gonna use the Y again. You can use whatever you want, obviously. And print. All right, y'all. That's printing. Someday. I'm serious. That the printer's really. I love the printer because I know I have a love-hate with my printer because it's slow, but I love that I can print so many different sizes. Print on the big rolls. Like I know y'all have seen my. Hold on, I'll go over here so y'all can see her. Like my baby girl back here. You know, that's on a canvas sheet. I print that. My grandson, I print that. I print way over here, like poster size stuff. So I love that I can do that. But sometimes the feed is difficult and all that. So, you know, I think we both all have a lot of love-hate relationships with our machines. Okay, that's printed and that's so sticking cute because it really being on it. I wish y'all could see it, but it's like a shimmer card stock. You can't see it on this camera. But it's a shimmer card stock. Makes it super cute. All right, so now we're gonna pop back over to the Brother, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this. I'm just gonna stick this back on our machine, or stick this on our machine. Got tape stuck everywhere, y'all. And literally, you can go around, and I'll have painter's tape stuck to everything. If y'all didn't know, this is a little tip right here. Get one of these flat spatulas and just run it under, smooth out. Okay. Okay. So let's go home on this one. Okay. So with this one, what we're going to do, we are going to scan this in. We're going to scan this one to direct cut. Okay. All right. So if y'all didn't see that up close, I hit scan, but this time I hit scan direct cut. I wasn't zoomed in on the screen. Sorry about that. All right. We are going to start with a pattern. And I know what pattern I want. I want like this big long thingy here. And I also know that I want the length of this, which it says width. I want it to be more than 9 inches. I want it to be the full length of my almost 11 inches. Yeah, I'm going to put it at 11. And I want the width to be, let me see what that was on our design. 2.5. So we're going to undo this because I want that ratio to change. I'm going to change this to 2.5. What I'm doing, y'all, oops. Sorry. All right, what I'm doing is, so now I have my 3 little things in here, which I'm going to edit these and turn them all 90 degrees. Okay. They're all 90 degrees. And then, let me get on the other side. Then, what we're going to do, let me make sure I'm recording the right screen. So, then what we're going to do, once we've got them turned 90 degrees, we are going to just put them over our little project. Remember I told y'all you can grab it like this and nudge it where you wanted it. All right, let me see how that, okay, that looks good. Oh, we're just going to cut these out. Now that we've got their shapes on there, we're going to cut these out. So it's doing its little measure thing, and then it's going to cut them out really quickly. All right. See how good? All right, let's go pop over to my hands. All right, see how quickly we made that? And this is what I'm talking. So, and then you can add little pencil set for the kitties. Okay? Do to and from. I mean, however you want to lay it out, but I just thought this would be cute. And then whatever design you want, let's there's several ways you could adhere this. You could do like 2 little cuts and like kind of like feed them through. That would probably stay the best. Let's try some hot glue though. And this way y'all will know if the hot glue disturbs the actual pencils. And if you got any kinds of laser, you could go the extra step and even put the kids' names on the pencils. Yeah, so there, little idea for y'all. And you know, it was really quick and easy using the Canva and the printer and the ScanNCut, and you could just think of this like whatever you're giving them. You know what I mean? You could kind of do the same thing. So if you don't have the pencils, right? If you have something else, I mean, just like the little let's see what else. Oh, I've got these cute little skateboards that I was putting in, you know, which these come on the little card things, but you could do your own like spin on it, you know, like I was saying. And but whatever you got, to me it's really cute. And you could embellish this like more ways, you know. But you guys get the idea. So this is project number, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, project number 4. And I think I had one more project I was gonna do for y'all. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna do the next project. Let me see. Let me see if we can get this one done. Okay. The next project that I was gonna do like the chip bag thing, which let's see if we can do that one. Y'all, this one I'm using photo paper because it works best, but if you don't have photo paper, I think maybe you could use a I don't know. Maybe a high quality glossy cardstock, but I'm not sure. We're gonna use photo paper. Okay. Let's pop over to Canva and we're gonna add a page. And I'm going to do, let's go to Creative Fabrica if we can. I'm not sure I have that on here. I just know that they already have some of these made. I'm trying to make it easiest for y'all. All right, and look, just go in here and look for Valentine chip. Okay, so cute. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, so this is cute. I like that it has a lot of white. It isn't going to use as much ink. And this bird is adorable. Alright, so we're going to download. Right, let me make sure I've got it downloaded. If you didn't see what I just did, I just dragged and dropped it in. And let's go to uploads and see if it's there. And it is, I think. Let's try that again. I actually don't get stuff from, I create most of my files, but this one was like these chip bag things. Y'all, here is where I should have, when I went back, I should have seen this 1-star review, but I still did not. But you'll see this file does not work, but you know, we just do our own thing after that. But it took me a minute to figure out that the file just was a bad file, and if I had looked up there to that one review, I would have known. I wanted the little bear. Yes, we are just going to take what we got and edit it, y'all. Alright, so this is the front. So we're gonna put a little picture on the front. Let's put this little cow. I'm gonna delete this stuff I don't need. What is that? I cannot see. There's something back there I can't see. Alright, that's okay. We'll stick our little cow in here. They've got these nice guidelines, so even though that didn't work out for us, I mean, I'm sure it might work out for y'all. I'm just... Alright, I don't need this. Oh, I wanted the little, like, hold on, I bet I can find some. Oh, I thought this was cute, so we'll just add this somewhere. Over here. Let's see. Let's do the barcode. Right here. And just grab some random barcode. It goes over here. Alright, and let's do nutritional. Here's the little nutritional facts bar. I'm going to crop this like that. Alright. I don't know why this is gonna delete that. Alright. This is cute. This is cute. Let's do a little 2 in front. I don't know what this background needs. Let's do Valentine background. You know what? It didn't work, but you know what? We can do whatever. We can. What about this one, y'all? What do you think? I like that, but let's see if we can bump it up a little bit. Just the colors. Okay, now let's do a little like to and from text box. All right. And let's change this to something. Like this. Okay. So I think that's, I'm going to nudge this down a little bit. All right, I think, so you do want like your barcode and like whatever design you have on the back, and this, And these you would type in, so I'm going to put this to, because these, rather than writing on them, if you're writing on this, if you wanted to write on this, you could use a Sharpie, I guess, to write on this photo paper, but it's going to actually print better. Okay, so let's try something like this. In this, what paper do I have? Got the 11.5 by 7. And I'm going to group all this, and I'm going to turn it like this, y'all. Let's just see what we get here. All right, so let's download it. This is actually the first time I'm trying this, so let's download it. I want my current page only. We just worked through that together, didn't we, y'all? I mean, I hate that it didn't work out like what we grabbed from Creative Fabrica, but maybe just having those guidelines will help. All right, let's do Cal Val. You like my namings? My namings. All right, I'm gonna save that, and then let's open that, y'all. Or Cal Val. In whatever way y'all print things. I've already put my photo paper in there. I'm about to change the size because, like I said, I've grabbed my 11 by 17 photo paper. Of course, if you just got the whatever y'all got, let's do portraits. And let's change this so it knows what I have. Okay. And let's just print. I've gotten so used to the machines I have, like telling me how long, like my brother's ScanNCut tells me how long. Look at all my projects. I've made a total mess now. Like my Xtools tell me how long it's gonna take. My brother tells me how long it's gonna take. I want to like look at my printer and go, how long are you gonna take? Chip bag printed. All right, so I'm going to cut it out with my paper cut. Let me get all this. Take this all the way. Going to cut it out with my paper culture here. So, cut down my edges first. All right. And then cut this long way. Let's see. Make sure you actually cut through before you let go. Alright, and cut this long way. That was on my dash. Alright. So, now that we have that cut out, I guess we should have deleted these. It's not that big a deal. We are going to roll with it. Let's get rid of these. Alright. And then, my thinking is, it's just kind of like this. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah, we should have deleted our things. This is our first try though, y'all, so I'm gonna cut that down just a little bit. More. I'll show you why. Okay. All right, so let's glue this to this. Okay. All right, and let's glue the bottom. Okay. All right. And then you fill it with some goodies. Let's see. Fill it with some goodies. All right. And then you would glue the top. This is kind of like a trial, y'all. We can improve on this in a second. Yeah. Glue that top. First of all, it doesn't have to be this big. And then we've got this nifty little tool. Oh, there's soot all over it all. Hold on. If for y'all that keep hearing me say soot and don't know what that's about, we didn't have power for 8 days and had to run a fireplace the whole time. And my entire house is covered in soot. And this was in a container covered in soot, so that lets y'all know the mess I've been dealing with. Let me get a baby wipe, so I don't want to get this all dirty with my dirty little fingers. Alright, so let's see if this thing works to crimp this bag. You know, you can have, a lot of people have all different kind of bag crimpers that they use, but we're going to try this. Okay, that seems to be getting pretty hot relatively quick. Okay. So, I think if you want your chip bag like fatter, you know, I think we obviously would take these little lines off and maybe make it shorter, and that would make it like fatter. And of course, the more you stuffed in it, it would also be like chippier. But I think it's cute anyway. I'm not sure this is something I would do for, well, I mean, I could do for all the kids. It's just you gotta, like, depending on how many kids. My kids' class only has like 12, but if you're in like public school and they've got like a classroom like 24 or 25, I mean, that's a lot of ink and a lot of, expensive printer paper. So let's try this little doohickey. All that racket. Let's see if this little crimper does anything. I'm going to do like a heated, already heated it up, and then I'm going to do a nice little press both ways. Because it's not that big. And, you can make these a lot smaller too. Let me see if y'all can see. Well, where's the camera? Oh, there it is. I mean, it kind of works. Oh, it's actually melting the glue too. Duh. I think it would work obviously better, like on a smaller bag, but actually, I can't. I wish y'all could see that. But yeah, it's got like kind of, it's got the essence of the crypt marks in it, like a chip bag. And that was just a little thing I got on like Amazon. I ordered off of Amazon. Now, you know what I bet y'all could use? I bet we could actually use our crimpers like we used to have. If any of y'all still have those, I bet you could find those in like really cheap in places too, like flea markets and such. But yeah, so there is my last one. I'm trying to think if I want. Do y'all want to print another one and make it smaller and see how it looks? You want to do that real quick? I've only been working for hours now. Let's try another one. Or we're going to do the same one and we're going to do some editing. First of all, we're going to delete these little lines. And we're going to make it a tad shorter. Like that. What else did I want to do? I think I wanted to size this thing down just a little bit. Kind of like that. And this one as well. Alright, let's try this now that we've readjusted. And let's change our backgrounds because the background is very light. Let's go to Elements. Oh, I already had it in still. That's cute, right? That in there. Could like layer it up some. Let's twist these hearts. Twist, twist, and shout. 90 degrees. Layer back a little bit. There's what I'm trying to do. There we go. Now let's try this one, y'all. You know what we could do? I wonder if we could edit this. You know, you can edit those to like say cutesy things or whatever. Alright, let's go from here. What happens when it's 4 in the morning and you're not paying attention. And I'm just going to say this is Cal Val 2. Start sprinting. This is my last project, y'all. Okay. I'm not crazy. I'm just crazy. So I did 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 5 projects. Like, what is up with that? It's only been hours and hours. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It'll be my longest video ever. It's okay. Okay. I think I'm really happy with this one, y'all. Wait till it gets out. Let's go ahead and get our cutter ready. Okay. Look how cute. Oh. Look how cute. Alright. I think I'm running out of ink, y'all. I am. I'm running out of black ink. And I've got a black ink thing sitting right there. Black nabbit. Did it tell me I was out of ink? Pepper. That's okay. That's okay. Where'd my glasses go? Anyone know where? Is that what hit the floor a while ago? I bet it is. Alright. Just like before, we're gonna sides off first. Then we will cut the ends off. Oh my goodness. Hey, you can cut this out with scissors. That's fine. It's like too long for the cutter. I'm being lazy. Alright, so I like this size better. I would like to even better if it's printed all the way, but that's okay. Like I said, I've got ink sitting over there I could have put in if it just tells me. Just be transparent. Alright. Yes. Glue her up. Alright. Glue the top. Move chocolate. Alright. Oh, you know what'll look cute? Hold on. You know what I have? I've got some of these zigzag scissors, and you know, like the end of a bag. You know what I'm talking about? Let's try this. I was pissed because I was like, oh, I'll just cut that little piece off, and then I like actually should cut it off, but cut it off. Like I said, I got these, and these are actually my daughter's. Ooh, I wonder if they're gonna cut this. If they're not, okay, we'll just cut it regular style because get a little bit of overlap there. All right, but that'd have been cute, right? If these cut. I bet if you got something, if y'all got something sharper. So these are hers. But if y'all had something sharper, do that little jagged edge. That would be cute. I'm going to crimp it real quick. I actually think I let my crimper get too hot that time. But yeah, I like that size there. It's cute, right? Make sure you actually have ink in your printer. You can see it's still there. It looks gray instead of black like I intended. Y'all, I popped back on here real quick to show y'all that I actually went back and other than like this big size, I went and printed it for y'all like on a shimmer cardstock because this is to me like a more giftable size if you're doing it for the little kids. Oh, I had to so I got my print back right. This inside is where I had to unclog my printer. So I'm gonna show y'all that this size is really cute too. And you don't have to have that expensive photo paper to do it. This kind of like shimmer cardstock you can get on Amazon in like a pretty big size. I'll attach it down below. But it's one of my favorite go-to for projects. So yeah, right there, kind of give you an idea. It's like the size of my hand, but that's a really cute size too. I think that's a better like a classroom giftable size, and it wouldn't cost y'all as much. You know, you would just have to, like I said, I just did it on a regular 8.5 by 11, but it was like the shimmer cardstock. I don't know if y'all can pick up on that, but it's just a little something special. But I think that's super cute too, right? So there y'all go. Just wanted to give y'all something more pop on here and make sure y'all know you could do something in a more reasonable size. Let me go. Hey y'all, I am so excited about all our projects we did today. I really want y'all to tell me down below which your favorite is, which one you're going to do. Post your pictures as you tell I'm like super excited. So we did the cute little simple pencil Valentine. We did our ship bag. We did our cute little candy bouquet. Let's see, candy bouquet. Oh, did I just show y'all this one? We did the heart card. And I feel like we did one more. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we did our little teddy bear candy bubble. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and y'all let me know which one you like best. And if you have any questions, just shoot them down below. And y'all have a happy Valentine's Day.